Hello Frogsters and welcome to the Steaming Toad for another blast from the swamp. Of course, recently there's been disturbing news out of the north, the far north. The polar bear community is in enormous trouble. There's not enough ice left up there for them to find each other. They're swimming about here, there, looking for partners, they can't find them. But being inventive rat bags, they've been getting on the job with brown bears. So we've got this new bear, it's a polar brown cross. Anything that involves the brown, I enjoy. So there's no surprise there. Having said that, can I say that we're joined today to discuss this and many other issues connected with this by the Professor of the Shagging Bear from Whyalla University in South Australia, Professor Amanda Keller. Professor Keller, great to see you again. Now, does this surprise you that the polar bears are in enormous trouble?
We know they're in trouble, but there's always a good side. When I heard you talking about the bears having to swim around, having to find each other, maybe the Australian Institute of Sport could think about this for some of Australia's swimmers. Thorpe up there swimming around, looking for people. Susie O'Neill, get her out of retirement, make her swim a bit. So there's always an upside. But yes, the bears are in terrible, terrible trouble.
Yes.
Santa's in trouble. Can I mention him?
You can.
Santa, what's happening is all the snow at the North Pole is melting. We've discovered this through our scientific modelling.
Yes.
It's all munching down at the bottom and getting slushy. The elves are complaining about slushy shoes. Those little bells at the end don't ring as effectively. Santa, of course, is a sceptic. He doesn't believe in climate change or global warming.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. But if ever there's a guy who needs to believe in myth over science, I guess it's Santa.
Now, would you advise tourists in the area, people who might go to Anchorage and hop on a boat and go up through the Bering Strait looking for polar bears swimming around doing bugger all, or in fact looking for brown and polar bear shagging, would you advise the tourists up there to throw their drinks into the water to help with the ice problem?
Very good idea, but we've taken our research one step further. We have inserted enormous electrodes, giant electrodes, into the brains of some of these polar bears. And you know what we found? Is that every time we inserted an electrode in, their mood shifted. They became gloomier. Right. Now, whether this is because they're frightened, their habitat's disappearing, or is this in fact because, as Professor Abbott, one of my colleagues, believes, that is showing off, that is drawing attention to themselves and being self-serving, which is what often happens in the wild world. Of
course, here at Toad Hall, we're lucky enough to have the services of Ralph Vision and the man behind Ralph Vision, Ralph. He goes out and commits, tremendous acts of bravery and honesty in the search to bring us back footage. I warn that this footage is unbelievably demanding to look at. I'm glad we're showing this after 9:30 p.m. at night when kids are asleep because they wouldn't want to be seeing this. Let's have a look at a bit of Ralph Vision of brown and polar bears on the job. It is challenging, it is disturbing, but it's far more effective than anything I could, describe.
Do you think? I think, look, if kids are watching and they had to have their eyes covered for that, let me just demonstrate very briefly. Polar bear, brown bear, when they love each other very much, that's how it happens.
It's as simple as buggery, isn't it, when you look at it like that? Now, having said that, combinations of animals could be the future of the planet. I mean, we've got brown and polar. What other animals would you like to see get on the job? Can I put one out there for the Whyalla Institute and University to have a look at?
Sure.
Kangaroos and cows. Now, I'm led to believe that kangaroos don't fart. What a great combination, a kangaroo-cow, let's call it a cow-roo for a start, would be for the saving of the planet. I.e. an animal that you can shoot and eat, but it doesn't ruin the environment by farting everywhere.
Could I marry it?
You, at a pinch. It'd be a pretty one-way. It'd be pretty quiet at night. You'd have to do all the talking yourself. You might get a out of it every so often. I don't know what noise kangaroos make. That sort of noise. The other thing is...
And a cow that can't go backwards.
It can't go backwards, no. But it can make incredible forward motions, strides, jumps.
And big motions.
Yeah, it could jump into bed. Now, having said that, the other thing is, if push came to shove, and Lord help us, I hope that we don't get to this point, and you were the only person left on the planet, what animal would you like to be left here with you?
I think it'd be a polar bear because I think they're big and it'd make me look slim. And despite all my work at the Institute, that's all I give a rat's about.
Tremendous honesty there, Professor Keller. The only other...
Thanks for not disputing it.
No, the animal that I'd like to have a crack at is the blue bottle. I mean,
have a crack at it, yeah, mate with it.
Well, you know, like, you've got to remember times moved on. you know, biology's a whole new discipline.
Taboos have disappeared.
That's right. Well, join us next time on The Steaming Toad when we put my thesis to the test. Bye now.